2 snipers who opened fire, 5 killed. The gunman fired from an elevated position on these police in an ambush-style attack. This is the deadliest attack on U.S. law enforcement since 9/11.
I've had a lot of experiences. I feel like I never really wanted to do this in the first place.
Do you really want to go there? Do you really want to relive that?
I was on the swim team. We actually won a championship my senior year. And then I became a lifeguard, at the age of 15. So it was the highlight of, my high school years. I got out of high school and, I took the police exam and I passed it. I decided, hey, you know what? I'm gonna do it. The societies, you have friends, right? But at the end of the day, when you become a police officer, you're looked at as you're a police officer. You can see a bit of a difference, There's certain things that they may not want to talk about around you, They might be hesitant to do certain things, or they might even introduce you to other people like, hey, this is my friend, he's a police officer. It's not an enjoyable thing to be, you want to be known as a police officer, but you want to have another life too.
What made him want to leave? Well, what made him not really like it is because he always felt like he was the enemy. And growing up, he always thought that police were bad because that's what they teach you.
You're not gonna understand what they go through every single day, because every experience that they go through as them, and your experience or somebody else's experience might see it in a different light. If they've gone through a traumatic situation and you've heard about the situation, you didn't go through a traumatic situation, so you won't have the same emotions or feelings about it that they might have.
He told me stories of what was going on. He saw a baby die. He saw a little girl get shot. He also saw many things. But what made him really not want to do it?
Society has a way of looking at police officers as a bad thing, even though it shouldn't be, because you should be, you should want police officers around, right? So there's a lot of times where people, they call police officers, and then when they get there, they don't want them there. They answer the door and they ask, "What do you want?" "I don't want you here. Go away." You just learn to deal with this fact that, now I'm a police officer, so if people don't want to hang around me, you got to do what you got to do, right? So. There's a lot of notations that all police officers are dirty, or they're out there to get you. It's kind of unfair, and it makes you kind of not really want to do the job. You're always like the bad guy, yet you still want to help. When you're a police officer, you're a police officer 24/7. There's no getting out of it. I think that a lot of my family members were worried for me. And there's been times where things come out on the news, or things come out, you know, or they hear about something and maybe they haven't seen me at any time. You know, you could lose your life. Things happen out there, you know, and it can happen.
Yeah, we have 2 officers down.
The shooting comes as police on high alert throughout the country following the killing of officers.
Gunshots raining down from the sky, officers taking cover.
I think they might have got somebody.
One officer trying to catch the shooter off guard, sadly shot down.
To say that our police officers put their life on the line every day is no hyperbole, ladies and gentlemen. It's a reality.
I'm a victim of this.
After a couple months in, one of his classmates got shot and killed, and he saw the body on the floor. A couple days later, he had to shoot a dog because the dog attacked him, and that tipped him. Like, he was not happy at all. He was stressing out a lot.
I have had a lot of experiences that I feel like, you know, I really don't want to experience this. So I decided, you know, I never really wanted to do this in the first place. I felt now is the best time to leave before I have other experiences that I'm not going to be able to get out of it with.
After that, he was talking to one of the police officers, telling him, like, oh, that he doesn't want to do this anymore. So the sergeant was like, oh, just give me your badge and gun. So he went back to being a lifeguard.
There are people out there with illegal firearms. That was my conflict a lot, you know, on top of all the other stuff that was going on. It's not easy to find all the time because there's so many, I guess you could say, hoops to jump through to even get to that area, because people have rights, you know, and you have to respect their rights. You can't just go up to anybody and go, hey, you know, do you have a gun on you, and go search them, right? So, you know, I think that it's gonna take some time, because it's a big battle that's not gonna be won in one fight.
I think he was on the verge of depression. He was just sad all the time. You could tell the change of his personality. And he was very confused of what he wanted to do. If he wanted to stay or he wanted to leave. And the best thing that happened to him, that he left. Because now he's happier.
All right.